You know what's crazy is, and I don't want to fuck up my shit, but I just, because you're crazy, gang, but.
A lot of crazy. Today, I feel a lot of crazy.
No, he's crazy.
Hey,
He calls me right after I do the show at Yankee Stadium. He said, yo, they put a drug dealer on the field. So the nigga's crazy, yo. They got a drug. Do they know who they put on a Yankee game to perform?
I can't believe it when you get to these, like when you reach these heights, they be like, yeah, chill back. Number one, you're not fat.
Yeah.
Used to be fat. You know what I'm saying?
Thank God.
You look good.
Oh, used to.
Look,
My God, switch his name. He used to be fat.
Yo, I'm gonna take my hoodie off, cause look, you're doing amazing, by the way, brother. You're doing like me and Kiss, we still way down here, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
You though?
No, you got
nah, they call you got you Snoop, like y'all friends with Mark Stewart, and like you got those.
Yeah, he's them kind of, your friends, you got different.
They see
I'm
you
a lucky
coming.
guy.
No, look, they see you coming and they see you nice guy. And me, I see
Joe Crack. He called me from Yankees. Yo, they put a drug dealer on the field. What kind of shit is this?
This is my connect. Yo, it's rapping at Yankee Stadium.
Yo, I said, damn, that's all you thought of?
How about you finish your set and then had to go do a deal after you had to go?
Yo, Crack is like, you like Tommy and Ghost mixed. You like them real characters. Niggas doing TV shows about you.
That's
You know, to cut you off, that's one of the things that I do love about hip-hop. We got success stories of people who didn't finish high school. This and that is a large percentage of rappers who can't read.
Let me tell you the wildest shit you ever heard in your life, and I'm going to say it here. My daughter's into golf, and she said, Dad, as he's into golf, and she's in some rich golf shit, and she's like, Dad, do you have a friend? Billy Dance from MOP, Mash Out Posse? He golfs at my golf. I said,
Billy Dance play golf?
I said, you know who they are? She was like, Dad, he says one of your best friends for many years. He plays golf in my country club. I said, yo, what the fuck?
Shout out to my brother, Billy.
Hip-hop. You never thought hip-hop would take it this far.
A lot of success stories.
I seen somebody do what I did or what he did. I seen Jim Jones tell the world the crack he know. And I saw that and I said, that's right. Somebody else knows.
Somebody else,
you know what I'm saying?
What it is.
Proud of you, man.
Thank you, my brother. You know, we had Jalen Rose yesterday. He's about to start talking about how I saved his life in Miami.
He said it, but
they were sticking them up. 3 a.m, they had him like this, sticking them up. The Zoes, I stopped the Rolls Royce, came out, said, yo, he with me. They was like, huh, Crack? I was like, he with me. They was like, for real? His jewels was already in their hands and all that. I was like, yo, Jayla, get in my car. Because, I don't even trust, like, real criminals. Like, they'll stop for a second, you turn the corner, they'll fucking rob the nigga anyway. I said, no, get in my car with me. And I drove off. He was saying it yesterday.
He said it.
Okay, beloved. They say I'm a hallucinator. I'm a liar. I'm a capper.
Get it. Yo, they say the same thing.
Shit out of control.
Hey, they got like a fucking... They got a lying or hallucinating Mount Rushmore. I wasn't on it.
No, you're on it.
Was I?
It's me, you, Jim Jones, and who else? They said we're the liars of all time. No, I swear to God.
It is?
They said, yes.
No,
you know how they do this shit.
Yeah, the Rushmores.
No, it's me, Game, Jim Jones, and somebody else. You win at everybody.
Yeah,
you still go at everybody.
Nah.
Yeah, recently you tampered with a little Kendrick Lamar. You just like, I'm the best rapper.
I don't think I was about to ask you. I don't think that was it.
Okay, we get the man ass.
I'm not gonna lie. If somebody asks Kiss who's the best rapper from New York and you don't say yourself, our friendship gets different.
Yeah, you ain't.
Same go for you.
One of the greatest rappers. Nah, I just get money. So I don't give a fuck no more. You can keep the best rapper from New York.
If we talking about, all right, so look.
But you are definitely top, you're a GOAT, and you should be considered one of the greatest rappers like in that list because you've been spitting. Nobody can rhyme like you, Game. That's
just the fucking Hallucination Mount Rushmore, so I can't.
No.
There ain't no flowers on there. It's just all rock.
After the cyber world, You created two games.
Yeah.
Because you crash out when you want to. You support, you do whatever, all of that shit. I don't count the cyber. But when you in album mode and you record it, that's a whole nother game that they can't, it's undeniable. You're crafting the shit.
You hear that? It's from the nigga
They
who
can't never say no.
wanted verses alone.
Game, we don't give a fuck about what nobody thinks and nobody's there. Everybody knows you one of the nicest niggas ever lived and you're loyal. All right, so let's just go. This is the second time I said that. We got the positive guy. Wait, don't worry, we're gonna engage with. Don't blow his tongue
about my loyalty too. I mean, I don't mean to cut you off because that's.
I was about to tell you about your loyalty.
I'm gonna say, but
you tell me.
Look about his.
No, look, bro.
I
look,
know.
When I came in the game, I'll tell y'all a story that nobody knows except me and him, and then I'll get to you in a minute. Kiss came to the W, bro. Before I had an album out. He came to the W, he picked me up. He took me to YO. This is Yonkers for y'all kids in TV land. We jumped in the Beamer truck. I was so amazed that he had a Beamer truck. I wasn't on like that yet. He had the super Timberlands on, not just the regular Timbs from the joint. Yeah. The ones Jadakiss's foot is in these Timbs.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? No, from a nigga from Compton who was trapping when fuck the frail shit
came out.
Because when the coke come in, they got to use the scales, then they weigh the whales. I'm in Compton when I heard that. And I was like, nigga, what? Play it back, nigga. So that Jadakiss came and got me from the W Hotel. When I first got on, bro, took me to YO. We was in the studio. We hung out. We went to the bodega. We was all up in the joint. I got to ask one of my favorite lyricists about some shit and kick it with him all day. And he took me back to the W. And you, Mr. Used to be Fat Joe, the shit that the way you embraced me when I came in, being from here and just giving me love, bro, you had my back. You gave me everything I needed to survive on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. So that why, like, you two niggas, and Nas is not here, but you two niggas is part of the reason I got kicked out the group. I'm not gonna lie. A nigga told me that, this is for the world, a nigga told me 50 had beef with Fat Joe and Kiss and Nas. If I'm lying, I'm fucking flying. I said, this nigga just picked me up like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. There's no way I'm turning my back on him. And if we're talking about crack, nigga, no way. So I guess I gotta leave the group, nigga, about my friendship. Then years pass, we
heard this on Joe and Jada. That is a fucking fact. That's why I keep yelling loyal, because you refused to turn on, even though that was your guy.
Yo, not months later, years later. You know, we get older, we get early onset dementia and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But look, later on, I see Joe and 50 squash it. Yo, son, look, I'm like, no way, they're friends. Yeah. What? This is not the old Joe. Hold on. You in LA, Joe. This is not the old Joe. This is the Azzy Milan's father. He's changed. He's a different guy. Right? So I say, you know what? Crack is burying the hatchet. But I'm at home and I'm just like, oh, okay, well, damn. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm your brother forever. But I don't know. I'm gonna give him a chance.
You was upset when I squashed it?
I wasn't upset. I was just like, ah.
Now, guys, these young men don't know, but we have an honorable guest in the house. And slide that chair right here. We have the positive brother D1 in the audience, and we're going to be bringing them in and out of this episode. Come here, brother. Hurry up.
By the way,
he don't got no mic. We got to put a mic on him. Not right now. It's too late for that. But you can speak into the shirt. The positive brother, if y'all don't know the positive brother. Hold up. Come on. He's on it. He's like when they do the sign language and shit on the thing. That's what he's doing today.
Right.
Brother, with you and your educated, positive mind, would you say that was positive for hip-hop when Fat Joe and 50 Cent squashed a beef that could have had people...
Yeah, that's what hip-hop needs more of. Serious. And anybody that's a grown man that wants to keep beef going, they can do better. They can do better, bro. And they wouldn't want their kids that are in private schools and living in gated communities to be out there involved in some daily beef. So why would they want their favorite rappers still to be their ops? To where you got to see somebody on the airplane and pillows getting thrown and people about to get kicked off planes. We are grandfathers at this point.
Back to your CD1, we're going to be using you throughout.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was like Marvel. That was like War of the Wolf.
Back to the video tape.
I'm not gonna lie.
I got him in the flesh.
When you put it that way, he has a point. He has a point. Yeah, but that was just me just poking fun at you, man. It's all good. But if you know anything about 50, I can say this because that was my friend. And we were in a fucking group that he allowed me to be in and get in early. And 50 is a genius. He a fucking asshole. He's a troll. One day, me and 50, we're just gonna go behind the thing as like brothers and I gotta get it in with him just one time to see if he really built like that. What? I fuck with him. So no, I'm saying, Kiss, I'm just saying.
I feel you.
Today, there's no game. There's no game in 50 anything. And
Can I say one thing?
I
always say, no, I squash it because you're a little further than me in the West Coast. And I don't know if you know D1 or you too young or you too old, but we really put in that work. And I knew that I was going to go to jail or I was going to get killed over that beef. I knew it. And everybody else who had beef with him was standing back like, oh, these niggas, they going to kill each other when they see each other. And they were like, yo, let me just fall back enough and let Joe run into him because I know what's about to happen. So I knew I was going to jail. I knew I was going to get killed. The thing I say is the biggest fuck up or the biggest mistake, and I know you did it for us, the hip-hop history, is that duo of 50 Cent and The Game. That was Snoop and Dre. That was one of the greatest duos. You never missed that? You never said one day to yourself, damn, we would have kept making the illest music ever created. I wonder if 50 Cent thinks that. When he comes on the show, I ask him too, but I'm asking you, did you ever, I don't want to say regret, but did you ever say, damn, we could have just smashed the whole game?
I never said it once. You know what I said? I said, and I'll tell you what else I said once. I said, I'm not going to, I don't give a fuck who it is. I would have told my mama this. Mom, I'm sorry. Kiss, before I met him, was my nigga. You know, he's my first member of the, you know, if I got to rank the lots on three niggas, like it's Kiss, and then it's, I love Styles, right? I love him to death, but it's Kiss. Sheik is a fucking wild card, so I like that. They remind me of myself. But voice and like a leader and like, you know, every group, no matter what the fuck.
Now, I've always respected that about you. You stood on that and you did the right.
You here. Yeah, I'm telling you here. I'm going to look Kiss in the eye, bro. I sat there, 24 years old, bro, and I could not go against our friendship. I wasn't going to do that, bro. And it wasn't about, I didn't care. Number one, we was young, too. But I didn't give a fuck. I really appreciated you coming to grab me, taking me to YO, and giving me experience that I could never forget, bro. It happened before the other shit happened. So I could not go against that. And you, nigga, you
know that I never knew that was the real reason.
Oh, no, that's the real reason.
You just said me, you know, our relationship, what you had with me and how you felt about crack made you say, fuck it, though.
Crack heard it on the radio. No, he said it.
I thought it was some other
No. He said it on the radio.
Fuck you.
Hey, yo.
Game said, if you want me to go, I'm not going.
Hey, Crack, tell him what I said on
loyalty of all time.
Yo,
it's him.
Yo.
Then it's Yayo now, because I think you crazy.
Hey, yo, Crack.
Game
Crack,
say
verbatim, what I say on the radio.
Game say anything on the earth. Drake from Cool and Dre they don't love, they worship Game. So anytime I think he's tweaking or wilding, not at me, to anybody, they go, yo, Crack. You know that man got that beef over you and Kiss. And I be like, damn, sometimes I got to stand next to game. Even when you're not there, you don't even know. I'm arguing in the studio.
He might gotta go
just
down.
because I'm like, yo, I got
I knew somebody, he passed you. It's crazy.
He's
put
crazy. I'm crazy.
Yo, I owe you. I'm forever indebted to you for how crazy.
Crazy.
I never knew that. It's kind of like you had to.
Yo, Gabe, you know, every time I come
if you
in
don't
LA,
crash out, you had to get out of the group anyway.
I thought you knew, though.
Nah, really?
Oh, you
knew
said it.
We talked about it.
Loud and clear. No. You said it to the world.
I didn't know that.
I said it on
said that publicly, nigga. When that shootout went down, the last thing he said before the shootout.
And we might got a bigger bone to pick with Flex because he set me up with the question.
Wow.
The nigga angered at me. Flex was like, so, 50 got beef with Kiss, he got beef with Nas, he got beef with Joe. I said, nah, nigga, I cut them off. I was like, nah, they non-negotiable. 50 heard it and said, and went on 105 and said, yeah, Game ain't in the group. I didn't feel no way about it.
What happened on the radio live?
Hey, it happened the same day, nigga.
Yeah.
One day.
Ew.
On one of the coldest nights in New York. I kid you not.
You never knew that?
Frozen.
Yo, Kiss, you ain't know that?
Hey, yo,
I knew that my whole life.
Hey, Kiss, look up.
I didn't know that was.
Look up the night of the shootout. One of the coldest nights in New York ever. I kid you not.
I'm gonna look it up.
Joe gave me he still paid for my bill at Carbone, but you owe me.
It's Lil Sunsin, right?